All right, in this particular video, we're going to be taking a look at how to do some things with Google Calendar. Uh, I am in my school calendar account, so things that are for me, my events, my schedule of where I need to be, those are the things that you see in that navy blue with the white lettering there. All right, and I can see that they're navy blue right here because it has my name right there. Okay, so in yours, you'll have your name there, and you can select a color to have those things displayed as. They have some given colors, or you can get even more specific there and really control what that color is going to be. All right, we're also taking a look at the things that are in green here are those are my schedule of high school or middle school. It just, which school am I going to be at during a given time on a given day. And I have shared that calendar with the folks at the Learning Commons at the high school and the folks at the Learning Commons in the middle school, so that if somebody is looking for me, they can say, oh, he'll be here, later today at such and such a time, or he'll be here tomorrow in the morning, or whatever. So what I'm going to do, though, I don't want to confuse you too much, so I'm going to unselect that so that you're not looking at that. Notice too, I've got some other calendars. Some of these I have made and others have been shared with me. For example, the MAM's calendar right there, I could click on that, and things in dark green are the things that are scheduled for the school. I also have my own personal calendar. We don't need to have that selected here. There's the construction news website for the high school building project and so forth. We don't need to look at the MAM's calendar. Let's just take a look at my own school calendar that's just for me, that has my name on it. All right? Let's say that on Thursday morning, I need to meet with Kaylee Phillips and Peggy Brown. Okay? So I'm just going to quickly create an event. There's a couple ways I can do that. I can click this orange create button here, and I can start creating an event. The other possibility is just to click on the day and time of where I want this event to occur. So if I want to meet with them, let's see, on Thursday morning at 10 a.m., I'm going to click there, and I can quickly, type an event. So I'm going to type Peggy and Kaylee, and we're going to be talking about Empower. Okay, and I've got that right there, but I'm going to click edit event because I want to do some more things with this event. But for now, I'll just create it. So, that's a quick and easy way of creating an event. You click when and where you want that to occur, you give it a title, and you create it, and bang. But if you want to do more to that particular event, like for example, if I want to do a variety of things, I'm going to edit it. So for example, do I want this to be an all-day event? If so, if I plan on meeting with them all day long, I could check off all day. If I wanted this to be a repeating event, that I want that to occur every Thursday, or bi-weekly or something like that, or monthly, I can choose to do that. We're going to do that with an I-team meeting later on. So we'll play with the repeat thing. As far as where, I could say my office, which is 2646. All right, and if I wanted to, I can change what calendar that this event is for. So for example, if this were an I-team event, I can change it so that it goes on the I-team calendar. If I thought this was a middle school event, I could change it to the MAM's calendar. If this were something personal, I could select personal calendar. If, this were determining whether I was going to be at the high school or the middle school, I could choose that particular calendar. But I'm going to keep this as my regular calendar. Here in the description, I could be really specific about what we're going to do during this meeting. And if I had an agenda or some sort of document that I thought would be used during this event, I can click the Add Attachment button or link right there, and it's going to connect right to my Google Drive, and hopefully I have somewhere in my Google Drive that document. So I can put agenda, and I can search for that. Okay, so let's say I'm going to do this particular agenda here. I can select that, and now when Peggy and Kaylee go to this event in their calendar, if they want to download that agenda, they can. Now, remember, all my events are navy blue for my particular calendar, but if I really wanted that to stand out to me, it can still be in that calendar, but maybe I want this particular event to be bright red. So I could change that color. If I want to be notified by like my laptop notifying me 10 minutes before about this meeting, I can have that, or I can change that. Maybe I want it to be 15 minutes beforehand, or maybe I want it to be a day before or 2 hours before. I can really manipulate the number and the time frame that I want that notification to occur. I can also make it so that I get an email as a notification or as a reminder about this about this event. All right. Now the other thing too, if this were a casual thing, like they were going to drop by or whatever, or it wasn't a very pressing thing, I could have it mark my calendar that, while yes, I do have this thing scheduled, I'm still available if you need me. Or I could have it marked as nope, show that on my calendar I am busy during this time. Let me give you an example of that. For example, if Dan Chuda wanted to set up a meeting with me, he's going to set that up, and he might look at my calendar and he wouldn't see what my actual events are, but he does see whether I am busy or not. All right, so I can, if I was busy, he might have to change a time. Or let's say he just invited me without looking at my calendar to a meeting. He would get a notification that says, oh, Ryan's busy during that time already. All right. Now, here's the thing. I can invite people or add guests to this particular event. So the people I want to invite are Kaylee Phillips. So I start typing in Phillips, and because she is in our district, part of our link75.org domain, as soon as I start typing PHI, her name shows up as one of the names that I have available to me. So as long as somebody is in my district, I never have to really type out an entire email address. All right? And then, with the last name Brown, there's going to be a whole bunch of Browns that pop up here. I'm going to click on Peggy. And so I've got them both selected here as possible guests. I can also have it that they can possibly modify this event. Like if they wanted to change where it was going to occur, they could do that. Or they might invite other people. Or it's fine by me if they see who else is on the guest list. That's another thing too. Here we've got this little link that says email guests, and if I click that, I can add in a specific message. Okay, in this case I'm going to put please ignore this message and event. Making a Google Calendar tutorial video. All right, now notice too, do I want to have a copy of this sent to me? All right, I can, and then I know that, oh, I'm seeing what they see. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to click send. And so now they've received this particular invitation for this event. So I'm going to save. I've done everything to this that I want to do. Would you like to send invitations to guests? Yes, I do. All right. So notice, remember I changed this particular event to red so it would stand right out. Okay. Now, one of the things that I can do is I can take an event and I can make it a part of a different calendar. For example, like right here, I've got in my Ryan Palmer calendar, I've got that I have iTeam on Friday. All right, but I also have an iTeam calendar. All right, so you would think that I should probably have my iTeam information as part of the iTeam calendar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on this so that I can edit this particular event. And notice up here I got a drop down menu with more actions. I can do all of these things. I can copy this event, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this to the iTeam 2016-17 calendar. So hopefully when I hit save and I go back, now I have it in both places. Okay? All right. Now, here's the thing about iTeam is that iTeam happens every Friday between 11:30 and 12:30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click this. And in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click where that says repeat. Remember we talked about doing this earlier. And I want this to happen weekly. And I want this to end on the last Friday of May. All right, so I click on this date here, and I'm going to go and find May. And the last Friday is the 26th. So this will happen weekly on Friday until May 26th. I'm going to click done. I'm going to click save. Okay, and notice next week there is my iTeam right there. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to my personal one too. So this way you get to see it again. I'm going to edit this event, and I'm going to do repeat. And I'm going to have it weekly, but I'm going to have it end on May 26th, Friday until May 26th. Done. Save that. All right, and let's go. And yeah, next week. Now, I know, like say during February break, see? There it is, all alone, nothing going on that week. So this must be February break. So what I'm going to do is click on this, and I'm going to hit delete, and I'm going to say only this instance. I'm going to do it to this one as well. I'm going to hit delete, only this instance. I don't want to delete all of the occurrences that are going to happen from here on out, just that particular week. All right, so I'm going to keep on going. And yeah, there's this high school professional development day. The rest of the district doesn't even have school. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete. There obviously won't be any iTeam on that day. So I'm going to click that and hit delete. And I'm only going to delete that particular instance. Now think about you as nurses. I mean, if you have kids that take medication at a particular day and it's like every day, or I don't know, once a week, or if you have a particular meeting that happens bi-weekly, whatever, you can have it so that you just enter this particular event in once, and then you have it repeat for the time period that you want, and then you can kind of go through your calendar. And obviously, like I'm doing right now, I am deleting it from days where there wouldn't be any school, or at least no students in the building. All right, and I'm only going to delete that particular instance. I'm not going to do all the occurrences or all the following ones because I want those still. So this has been our little tutorial about adding events to calendars, inviting attendees to attend those events. We've taken a look at also changing or copying an event to a calendar, as well as how to repeat a reoccurring event multiple times throughout the calendar, and how to delete an event as well. All right, so if you need to know how to do some more things with Google Calendar, take a look at that G Suite Learning Center link that we have back on our page, and I hope you got a lot out of this.